ready?
Okay, let me be
Yes, let's
comfortable.
be very comfy. Be comfy.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Are you seeing the champagne on there?
Yeah,
Is it?
I can imagine.
You can imagine.
I can imagine.
Let's clink.
Clink. It's fine.
Okay, girl. So this segment is Girl Let's Talk. So we are going to read questions that has been asked by our beautiful viewers. So, Chiamaka.
So
let's go.
I'm going to take the first one.
Okay.
So this person says, "Hi, yes, I've been thinking about this lately, and I don't know if it's a bad sign. My partner doesn't really surprise me anymore. Everything feels predictable. No more excitement. No more spontaneity. Does this happen over time, or is there something we should be doing differently when it comes to sex?" Oh, it was about sex. Oh, sorry.
You know that song now? Let's talk about sex, baby.
Oh, I thought it was just like regular marriage.
When you saw
the sex was at the end.
spontaneity,
Okay.
what did you
I
think?
just thought it was like day-to-day normal stuff, like
Sex, girl. Let's talk about sex.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, let me read it again. Doesn't really surprise me anymore. Aye. What kind of surprise? Girl, what surprises are you? Keep reading. No more excitement, no more spontaneity. Okay, I get what she's saying. But what's she doing?
Have you finished the question?
Yes, I have. Does this happen over time?
Yeah.
Or is there something we should be doing differently when it comes to sex? That's my question. Like, what are you doing? Like, if your partner isn't doing it, what are you doing?
Maybe it's just missionary style.
So what are you doing? Because the way I'm reading this, and maybe I'm overanalyzing, but the way I'm reading this, it sounds a lot like this person is waiting for things to happen to them. And they're like placing,
or maybe placing all the responsibility to the other person.
Exactly.
Or another possibility, maybe she has tried.
She didn't say that yet. She should. We need more details.
She's waiting. She wants. Okay, it's that, and also it's also possible that they were adventurous before.
I think
you get what I mean.
There's so many variables here because so they're like, does this happen over time, or is there something we should be doing differently?
Yeah.
Yes, it can happen over time.
And
definitely. I think that happens when you stop learning each other.
Is it when it comes to sex?
Yeah, but that's what she's asking. We should be doing differently when it comes to sex. Yeah. If you stop learning each other, like the person if you got married, so I got married like 16 years ago.
Yeah.
The person I was 16 years ago is not the person I am today.
Yeah, that's true.
So, to the question, yes, it does happen over time. And that's when you stop getting to know each other over and over again, because you are not married to the same person. You have to keep figuring out.
You're not married to the same person.
You're not married to the same person.
Oh, wow.
The person I was 16 years ago is not the person I am today.
Oh, that's true. Because
you're not married to the same person.
Yes,
so every year, you have to keep reintroducing yourself.
Do you have to wait a year to reintroduce?
If you like. It depends on your growth rate.
Please, you have to wait a year.
It depends on your growth game. My growth game is strong. So on a daily basis.
Please, I need to know that.
On a daily basis, I might need to reintroduce myself. Okay? But for some people, it's a little bit slower, and that's okay. So
that's true.
You might need to just reintroduce what your interests are, what your likes are, what is the adventure you seek.
Or what you used to do. That you liked. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let me give you an example. Like I said, it's girl
specifics.
Be specific, yes, I will be specific. I used to have that. I would not say a fantasy. I used to have that thing where I thought that, okay, like maybe you're married person. Sometimes okay, let me put it this way. Sometimes, right, one person can make you love sex and someone else, in quotes, can make you hate sex.
Okay.
You get what I mean? So let's say before you got married, unless maybe if you were a virgin before you got married, you did not do nothing. Yeah. But if you had boyfriends and you have had sex and then you now became married, yeah, and then you now got married,
Yeah.
right? Because sometimes if maybe the person you're married to, the way you are adventurous
Yeah.
with, you will kind of be comparing, oh, when I was
Yeah.
with that person, I could do this, or sometimes you could have that thing, okay, this is what I want to do, but how do I introduce this to my partner so that they will not look at me
You see,
funnily?
this is actually scary to me because we're talking about people getting married to people that they're not friends with. That's the only condition under which you would
Yeah.
be afraid to share something
share.
so intimate.
Intimate, yes.
Right? So because that's the whole point of marriage and the union. You
Talk
shouldn't
about it.
You should you shouldn't talk about it. So you shouldn't
talk about it.
You shouldn't be getting married to a stranger.
Yeah,
This is your friend. This is your person. So what is stopping you from sharing those intimate parts of yourself? Because that's literally what.
I think sometimes people are. Sometimes, let me put it. People are scared. Okay, let me give. Like I said, I'll give you an example of myself. Like before I got married, then, and when I was not married, I used to have this thing that, oh, I want. Maybe I was wrong, but then I thought about it. Like, I want sex in such a way that it's like, of course, like spontaneous, like on the wall. You hit me on the wall, and but I couldn't say it.
Okay.
You get what I mean? So sometimes some people could be, okay, this is what I want. So like like what you said,
I get that because
communicating exactly what you need.
Yeah. So I get that, and I think it's a problem. Can we speak plainly? Can we speak plainly?
I told you that I want to be hit on the wall. Am I not supposed?
It's a problem that a lot of church girlies have, because we are not really taught to be like that expressive about
when
our
it comes
sexuality.
to sex. Yes.
But then you see,
this is forbidden.
This is where I think
topic.
Our men can create that psychological safety that will allow us to feel like we can express ourselves. Because I think that's something that has, that has really helped. It's the confidence that comes from knowing that your partner allows you to express yourself.
No judgment zone.
So that's why it still comes down to intimacy, because intimacy is really to know someone. And even in the biblical way, it's not just say he went in and he knew her. That word itself, that's
deep.
It's
new.
Deep.
New
Exactly.
is the fact that he, like, from the start to
knew her.
to the
Do you
finish,
understand?
And I'm sure that new oral day inside.
My sister.
Do you agree?
Shall we open our Bibles? Shall we open our Bibles?
Wait, do you agree that there's oral day? Because he knew her.
When we open to Songs of Solomon.
No, that man is an experienced man, oh.
So when we open to
he's an experienced
Solomon,
man.
Like the finest apple in the There we go. Like the finest apple in the orchard is my lover among other young men. I sit in his delightful shade and taste his delicious fruit.
You see?
I mean, what again are we asking for? What again are we talking about? The permission has been granted in the great book. So it's only natural that we should feel good about exploring boundaries with our partners.
Yes.
That's it. You should
explore your bodies.
Explore your bodies. You should feel
because
comfortable.
They are new.
Yeah.
And I think that's most times that's the reason why most women don't reach the big O, because it was not explored. Of course, men reach the.
I mean,
but some women don't, because the men, they don't take that time to know them.
Yes, there's
they
that.
rush.
But can the women know themselves as well? Is that
But
permitted?
but you can't actually know yourself if someone else. Okay, for example, if someone else is not touching you the right places, because with a man doesn't really need so much for them to be. But a woman
Don't
has
say
to
that
be.
too.
But a woman has to
say
be
that too.
emotionally like ready.
Yes. There has to be an emotional connection first,
Yeah,
and then all the other sensory stuff.
and then sometimes most men they want to go straight to the point.
No, reverse.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
They want to go straight to the point.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you have to start. There's a way. And then I feel that when it comes to before a woman, I think I should even write a book on that. Before a woman will reach that big O, it starts from that morning. In the morning, you will start, building that thing. Not just come and like, okay, let's do it.
That's foreplay. That's foreplay.
And
foreplay
that
is not
foreplay,
in the bedroom.
and that foreplay
starts
it's not 5 minutes foreplay when you want to
But
start.
then what does foreplay look like? That is like outside non-sexual foreplay. That's what I would call it.
God bless you.
It's non-sexual foreplay.
You did there.
Because for most women, you would, by the time you spend the whole day running the house, planning and project managing everyone, and it's time to lie down and be in bed, you've carried the weight of the world on your
the
shoulder.
whole thing.
You need someone to like release, help you release, help you have, a bit of relaxation.
Yeah.
But then that's not the time you want anything poking at the back of something. That's not when you want. That's not.
Please
that's
tell
not
me what is fucking. I don't know.
So, but then imagine if your partner has already lifted a lot of all that weight from you, all that life admin that you are busy carrying.
Man.
By
true.
the time night comes, men, like
you're ready.
You're ready.
Yeah, you're ready. You're there already.
I mean, we're giving guys code here.
Exactly.
So I hope they know. We're giving you code. Like, and don't just do it only on the days that you want to. You are scheduling it. No, like it has to be consistent because eventually she's going to clock that.
It's only when you want.
It's only when you want it.
Hey, clock it.
And then there's also like, following her cycle. So for the smart men, hey, I'm putting you guys on game.
Yeah, she's putting you on.
So you can also like monitor her cycle.
Okay.
So when you don't even need to ask. Like she's going to.
She's willing.
Yeah, she's already willing.
Like, oh, you know what?
And then when she's not on game. That's not the time to act like you don't know her
Know
anymore.
her,
That's when you have to keep like being patient with her, helping her lighten her load. Her body, her biology is weakening and getting tired. That's the time
That's the time.
so that by the time she gets herself back together, what are we saying?
It's true.
So that's what I mean by you have to keep learning each other over and over. So it definitely happens over time.
Okay.
Should we be doing something? Yes, you should be doing different things. I've given you. See, I read one verse. For you. That was from Songs of Solomon.
And that's
2,
even in the
3.
Bible.
The's 4. Just go and read the whole song.
Exactly. Go and read it.
There are things you can learn.
You can learn. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So until we come your way again with Girl, let's talk. Thank you. It's bye from us. Thank you. All right. Bye.